I never thought something like this could happen to me, you know. We were married 34 years, and I had to leave because although we had our arguments and things, he never put his hands on me. But this last time, it escalated, and we were staying in separate bedrooms, and he put his hands on me. You know, it's gotten to the point where his mind, it was like it was up and down. There were times when he felt that I loved him so much, and there were the times he felt so insecure that I didn't love him. Right then and there, I just left thinking, I gotta get out of here. I didn't have family members, didn't have friends, so. And then my kids couldn't help me. So it's like I didn't know what I was gonna do. I spoke to a lady that had referred me to the Y. It was hard trying to find work being 53, and then also I'd been a stay-at-home mom for over 30 years. When I saw the place and the program, you can't help but to look forward and have some kind of hope for achieving something. I didn't feel that I was homeless anymore. I have a home. This was my home at the time. I said a home is where you feel wanted and cared for. And so that's why I'm so grateful and will ever be grateful for the Lord putting the people at the Y in my life. The Y gave me a chance to start the healing process.
Growing up, it was me and my sister. I'm the oldest. I had a stepdad, and I lived in an alcoholic home. I remember my mom being there a lot, but she wasn't there. You know, she was there physically. So what I understand now that I didn't know then is that that's part of the disease. I didn't have a high school diploma, a GED, anything. I remember meeting with the financial coach, Sean, for the first time. I had actually just gotten hired onto a minimum wage job at Thrifttown, and we were going through my expenditures. Whoa, on minimum wage was just, it was crazy. But he showed me, you know, while staying here, that was possible. I met with Sean again for the next job. The better job, better pay, you know, so it looked a little more hopeful. And it was still kind of scary looking at, you know, I was gonna have to pay all these things and still be responsible and then, save up to move. How do you do that, you know? I have a checking account that I budget, you know. I have a savings account. It's not huge, but there's stuff in there. I have a dry erase calendar at home, so I rewrite it every month, put where the bills are, and what days I get paid, plan that way as far as paying bills. And I'm not scared of that, you know, because I'm not gonna be wondering how I'm gonna pay a bill anymore, you know. I can't imagine my life without the Y. If it wasn't for the time that I stayed here as a resident and the time that I've gotten so far working here, I wouldn't be in the place that I am today. I wouldn't appreciate everything that I do today, or what real compassion is for people.
I was raised by my grandparents. The I love yous weren't there. My mom wasn't in my life. Neither really was my dad. And my grandparents were older and like kind of retired, so there was nobody. It was a pivotal point when I filled out the FAFSA form, and it was asking like, well, what would the parental contribution be? And I think I had to break down and I cried because I was like, there's nobody here for me in my corner. Part of me was like feeling like guilty and ashamed because, I don't know, just the mentality, because I was an unwed mother and her father wasn't gonna be in her life. And it wasn't the way that I wanted to happen, so that kind of, I would go through mood swings because of that. I'm like, and just be scared because like, okay, am I enough, you know, because I had never been on my own. And I was like, wow, can I do this? 6 weeks into it, I got a job at the child care. So that's when she started here, and when I kind of started again. We formed friendships, and then so it felt like it was part of the family or people that I let in my circle watching over my child, and I could entrust her with them. I also liked the aspect that she would meet different people in their life, even if they're children. Well, you know, my mom works full time, they have their own company, or we're staying in a shelter. You want her to go to daycare, but you also want her to be learning, to be getting some type of education as well. Her favorite places were the library. I would always find her there, but after the library, she liked the Pretend to Learn centers. And even at home, she'd have her dolls out, and she'd pull out a book. The preparation here with the teachers, and then at that time with the Fort Worth ISD program, did help her to be able to excel when she got into a real elementary school. All that's really important to me right now, she says it, she's like, my mommy loves me and she takes care of me. And that's really all I can ask for, even when she grows up. I love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my Kendall you'll be.
My mommy you'll be.
Oh, thank you.
I sing because I am happy. I sing because I am free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know that He watches